Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. As always, want to start off the video by saying thank you to all the supporters, all the subscribers, all the viewers out there making this channel what it is. Immensely appreciate that. If you guys do like the content, if you guys do like the video series, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, make sure to hit that bell button to get alerts and updates on all new content posted on the channel. Today, as you can see here, we'll be talking about cryptocurrency mining once again. This time talking about a coin that I have not yet featured on the channel, and that is Ethereum. As you guys may or may not know, Ethereum is one of the three largest coins, cryptocurrency coins that can be purchased. Bitcoin typically first, Ethereum, and then also another type of cryptocurrency coin, Ripple, is second. Although Ripple is much different than the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin type of coins, but it's considered the silver right now, the second largest cryptocurrency. Again, Ripple could also take that name as well. And then Litecoin in third. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And as you guys know from the prices of these cryptocurrencies, it's become very profitable to mine. We can see here a graph of the price of Ethereum. And you can see here going from $300, $400, and then just over the last month getting up to around $800 with a market cap now over $75 billion. Incredible. You can see the 3-month high here, just under $800. And again, just a year ago in February, these coins were trading in the $10 to $15 range. And then October, November, December here, really trending up quite nicely in the price of the coin. And because of that, the cryptocurrencies have become very, very popular within the news media. More people are mining, and because of that, the coin price has absolutely skyrocketed. Again, Bitcoin has, Litecoin, and as you see here, Ethereum has as well. So quite tremendous increase in the prices of these coins. Because of that, it has become very profitable to mine these coins. Just like the other coins, you can put together mining rigs. With Ethereum, it's a little bit different than Bitcoin. You can put together a GPU rig. For example, GTX 1070s are some of the most sought after graphics cards for this. You can put them into a rig. You can see here on eBay, a rig has been pre-configured. And a lot of folks like to buy these rigs pre-configured. You can see here a 6 GPU mining rig here. Essentially has 6 graphics cards hooked up to a motherboard, power supply. And the nice part about these rigs, if you buy pre-completed, is that it has all of the cards optimized. It has the software running, so all you have to do is really plug this together, plug it into the wall, get it hooked up to internet, get on a mining pool, and you're ready to go. Otherwise, you have to put this together piece by piece, which is not that difficult, to be quite honest. The only difficulty is getting the GPU cards to be the most efficient with regards to the mining calculations. Each card's going to require a little bit different calculation and parameter, but if it's already set up, it's very nice just to be able to get the machine and start mining with it. For this particular machine here, you can see it's a 6 GPU rig, 163 mega hash at $39.50. To be quite honest, this is very, very overpriced. This rig should be trading around $1,200, $1,300 or so, and even at that price, it may be a little bit oversold with regards to the price. But because it's so popular right now to mine these coins, you can see the price $39.50. 160 plus people are watching this particular auction. So even though it's overpriced, a lot of demand for these particular products, and because of that, they are sold off very quickly. So you can buy a mining rig like this, again, just using the GTX 1070 cards or anything similar. Basically, you're using the power of the graphics processor to mine the calculations, and by doing the calculations, you are simply awarded coins per week, per month, per year, and we'll kind of go through all those calculations. Again, the biggest cost with this, not only the upfront cost for the hardware, but the electricity cost. As you can see here from this map from the United States, depending on where you live, you're going to have drastic difference in cost. If you live in the Northeast, for example, you're going to be paying a lot of money for electricity. And we'll kind of go through those calculations, but it is not trivial by any stretch of the imagination. In California, parts of New Mexico, Colorado, if you're in Hawaii, parts of Florida, you're going to have very, very high electricity costs. On the other hand, if you are in the Northeast, Washington, Northwest, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, you can have a lot more profitability from these machines because you don't incur that high electric cost. Or if you're fortunate enough to have free electricity somewhere, then you don't really have to worry about this. But electricity is very, very high cost, and also very high cost to the environment as well. As you guys may or may not know, there's a big controversy with Bitcoin because in some parts of the world, Bitcoin, some parts of China, for example, Bitcoin is using like 10 to 20% of the total electricity in those areas that where mining is taking place. So it is very, very electricity dense with regards to the requirement. And because of that, it has a lot of ill effects on the environment, as you can imagine. Kind of a controversy right now. And as Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies grow in popularity, I think this is going to become much more of a concern and problem with mining, because the more people who mine, the higher the difficulty for the coins, the more calculations and more electricity that is involved. So we have the upfront cost of the hardware, we have electricity cost, and also other associated costs like environmental damage. And then we have the price of the coin. Again, the price of the coin has risen so dramatically that it is now very, very profitable to mine these coins. So let's kind of go into some of the calculations. Again, this is going to be taking into consideration the upfront costs as well as all of the other things that are needed to mine cryptocurrency. So the hash rate here, again, from the eBay miner, you can see 126 mega hash per second. The hardware cost upfront, $39.50. The power, 1,000 watts or so I plugged in. Wasn't quite sure what that machine rig would be using, but typically around 1,000, maybe even a little bit higher than that, 1,200 would be the energy requirement. I put $1,000 in just to be conservative on that particular estimate. The power cost, again, a very conservative estimate on this, 13 cents. Again, this is going to differ depending on where you live in the United States. Ethereum price is the big key factor in these calculations. The price of Ethereum is very volatile, just like all of the other cryptocurrencies, and really depending on what that price is going to be determining whether this is going to be a profitable endeavor or not. You can see the current price, 786.21. Difficulty there, you can see how large that difficulty is now. Just a few months ago, that was about half of that. And the block reward as well. The more coins that are mined, that block reward will go down. So there's less incentive to mine over time. And that's what makes, with the difficulty, the mining less profitable as more time goes by. So when we plug in all of those calculations there, you can see total return per day, about $15.73. Again, with only this rig, this is not the most optimized rig. Other rigs, you could probably be getting 200 to 250 mega hash. And the cost, again, overpriced. But even with this particular rig, you're going to be getting $15.73 per day. The cost per day there, as you can see, is taken out $3.12. Now, if we go over and see what kind of rewards we can expect over time, you can see here per week, per month, per year, quite a bit of money made with this one little tiny mining rig here. $110 per week, $471 per month, and $57.42 per year. Again, we have to calculate in that initial upfront cost. Again, I just want to make sure everyone's clear that that cost of that mining rig, I think, is way overpriced. We can probably do it for half of that. So you can see there the payback period of simply taking what you make per year divided by what the miner is going to make you. You can see it will take 251 days to pay back the miner. Again, if you can get a very good deal on a miner or even build one yourself, you could probably do it for half the cost. So you can really cut that down into half. So just take half, maybe 60% of 251 to really get the overall price or payback period for this particular machine. So if you consider 251 days, and we're going to be doing maybe half of that price of the upfront cost, 125 days or so, you're looking at to pay back the mining equipment. So that's very, very good. And again, if you have free electricity, that's going to be even better. You can put another $3.12 per day in that payback period. So this is Ethereum mining with GPUs. Again, this can be a very profitable endeavor, just like Bitcoin and Litecoin mining. I'm going to be following along with this rig over a few weeks to kind of see what kind of performance and payback period will happen with the price of the coin. Again, this particular miner is not the most powerful. It's a little bit overpriced, but we'll kind of follow along and see if this is going to be a worthwhile endeavor or not. I expect it will be. But the big key driver, again, is the price of the coin. If the price of the coin goes down, the profitability will drop dramatically as well. So that is Ethereum mining with GPUs here. Just kind of wanted to introduce you guys to the coin and mining with GPUs. The other coins I've talked about, Bitcoin and Litecoin, I've talked about dedicated hardware made by manufacturers, but because that's all sold out, really the only way to get into mining right now, unless you're willing to wait for a pre-order or buy extremely overpriced dedicated hardware, is to buy GPUs and put them together in a mining rig. Again, I kind of presented the case here to buy a pre-configured mining rig, which is overpriced, but still much less than the extremely overpriced dedicated hardware. The S9 Antminer, for example, the L3 Plus Antminer. Right now, those are very hard to come by, extremely overpriced, a lot of scalping going on with regard to those pieces of equipment. I think this is probably the best way to get into mining without having a lot of upfront cost. Again, this is probably a little bit overpriced, but this is the best way right now to get into mining. So I'll be following along, like I said, weekly to kind of see how the profitability changes with the price of the coin, and over the longer term, if this is going to be a profitable endeavor or not. So I don't want to make the video too long here. I'll kind of end it here. We're trying to